Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Throwing, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is now a one-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, Plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Ken Walker, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Eagles. The Cowboys hoping to get into the win column for the first time this year as they play in front of their home crowd. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
From the gun, a give to Corum. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Second down and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mayfield to throw it. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. In motion goes the tight end. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got White here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. That is caught, and he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Now back to the ground game with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They defer to White out of the shotgun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. White again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Browns offense and Blake Corum set to take over again. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second and a couple.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now a handoff for Corum. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 9.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Here's Stewart to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here now, third and a yard. Stewart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Out of the gun, they give it to Corum. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To the right side, this is Corum. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He'll find McMillan here. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Stewart sets to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing now, Stewart. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Operating from the gun, Stewart. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From a yard out. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Ball start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. This is White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Palmer going to go in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mayfield now. He completes it right side to White. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Mayfield now from the 50. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And the Browns getting set to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Stewart throwing to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 43, here's second down and 5. Back to throw. Stewart. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. Play action. Stewart. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Stewart. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So third down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. Stewart. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the fourth quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.